Well, folks, welcome back. And if you're just joining us, you are watching the Mike Zuglin's Josh Northeast 9-Ball Tour. And we're coming to you West Hempstead, New York. We're about to witness a great match. The House Pro, Jonathan Smith, out of Society Billiards, versus the world champion, Earl Strickland. It's going to be a race to 9 side match, a B-side match, so the loser of this match will be eliminated. Keep that in mind, and the winner will navigate his way up the B side of the chart, so to say. We'd like to thank some of our sponsors real quick. Of course, AZ Billiards, Simona's Cloth Aramith Balls, the Tap League, Kings of Vapor, and of course, live stream news on Facebook. And if you're not, or you don't have Facebook, you can always search live stream news out on Instagram. You follow us, we follow you right back. We're updating that also. Also, Mike Zuglin sponsors and Hughes, of course, running the Josh Northeast with Mr. Mike Zuglin for years. AZ Billiards, again, once on scene with Simonis and Sarah Hughes, OB Hughes. Dan Hydrick, Custom Cues on the break news, and many more, as you can see on your screen. We're underway, and Jonathan Smith has the first break. And from here, it sounded like it came up dry as Earl Strickland is faced with a 1-ball right into the corner pocket. This could get interesting real quick. The 3-ball a little bit tied up with the 9. As Earl is taking a good look at that 3-9 right now. And my apologies for moving the RoboCam out of view. I was trying to keep it focused on a match that was going on down the road. It's the 1. Crank up the audio over the tables in a second. As Earl nudges the 4-ball to hold the cue ball in position. Let's see what Earl has in mind, what he's going to do here. He takes a good look at the bank. I don't think the 3 will pass the 9. Obviously it did. And you can see in the back, Dan Madden, and it looks like George Rodriguez are about to get underway also. Frankie, Al, can you put a direct link to your Facebook page to this event? I believe CMBWSU can do that. The link is in your browser. It's ustream.tv/channel/AZBTV. You can copy to Facebook, and the channel will automatically show up on the Facebook page. As we watch Jonathan Smith pocket the 3, he's got a good shape on the 4. He's got an open table right now. And I did mention John Smith is the house pro at Society Billiards. And I believe I just heard Mike Zuglin called Jeremy Sosi and Phil Davis. They are on the road together, and it looks like they got to play each other. And I did confirm that the last match that we did watch between Jeremy Sosi and Eric Grassman was a winner-side match. So Eric is still in the tournament, just moves over to the B side, and he's got some time to wait. In fact, it looks like Eric's going to elect to come in when he gets a chance. And we got to give a big shout out to NYC Grind, who's come on board to co-produce the show, this live stream, along with AZB TV, as we welcome Eric Grossman. I was calling your name Grossman into the booth.
Thanks, Al.
It's Grossman. Well, you're always making fun of me the way I say sure and Josh. Well, now this is your opportunity, so I think I pay you back.
I guess you don't get anybody's name right.
No, not at all. On board in the booth, going to call this match if we can. Hopefully, we'll have a great time doing it, and it'll be interesting match. You know, Jonathan Smith is a really strong player out of New York City.
Oh yeah, I know Jonathan many years.
Yeah, so do I. Sure, good straight pool player too,
Yes.
by the way.
Yes, he and I have done battle over the years. Although, again, I haven't really played much, until recently.
Right. There we go.
There you go. That's
Well,
better.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. A lot better now. Now I can hear you, and it means everybody else can too. You sound like you were talking like 6 feet behind. Good hit. Watch the corner.
When you're kicking with 3 balls left, it's pretty tough to get out or get fortunate and leave the guy nothing. You're pretty much giving the rack away. And Earl just does what Earl just.
And does it well, by the way.
I saw on the chat before somebody asked how many players were in this tournament. It was 24 players signed up. 24 or 26. I'm not sure.
Really?
They're paying the 6 places. The loser of this match comes in, I believe, 13th through 16th.
And still 1,500 added.
Yes. I don't know what the prize money is, but they only pay 1/4 of the field in all of these tournaments.
Right. Well, it's nice of Holden Chin. He's always there for pool, right?
Yeah. Well, this is a very nice pool room to have a tournament. It's plenty of room between the tables. You're not standing on top of each other. I like playing here. Of course, some critics would say the pockets are sewers, but
Yeah, well, you
you
always
still
have-
got to hit the ball in the hole.
That's right.
And both people are playing on the same equipment, so it evens out. I didn't perform well against Jeremy.
Well, you know,
He's a stronger player. I could have done a little better. And now I got to take on the winner of this match next. So.
oh, do you?
Yeah, I go from the frying pan to the fire.
Well, you know what? You can't count you out. As fan.
That's why I play on the ABCDs.
Well, it's nice that you actually, Herb Pearson. I don't know if you had the honor of meeting him. He comes from a long way. He comes from Connecticut, and he's retired. He plays in like the senior citizens events, in the community, and he played in this event also. He came down, so it's nice to see that.
Well, like Mike Zuglin says on all of his advertisements, get out and support your local pool room. If you don't go out and support your local pool room, there ain't going to be a local pool room.
That's correct. You're absolutely right. And we noticed in many of them through the years that folded and closed, and it's a sight for sore eyes.
The economy, ain't getting easier for these pool rooms. The rent keeps going up.
All right, so Earl drew first blood. It leads 1-0. This is time for Jonathan Smith to come with it, and he gets good shape on the 3.
He hit that well. He hit that very well. the 9 to stop the cue ball. Yeah, a little tricky shot on the 4, but nothing that he can't make.
So what do you think about the Ginky Memorial coming up 24th?
192 players, and they're going to fill it up.
192 players.
That's the limit, and they're going to fill it up. That's going to be a hell of a tournament. Now, Jonathan, I don't know. I don't know if he miscued or what he was doing there. I don't think that's what he... I know that's not what he wanted to do. He tied up the 5 ball now and made it a little tough.
Now, how about next weekend? Are you going to play at Mr. Q?
Well, that's an open event also.
New York State
I don't
10-ball
like losing,
championships?
Al. I don't like losing.
Yeah, nobody does. We've both been doing it for years. You think it would be seasoned already?
You never get used to losing. And if you do, then you shouldn't be playing.
Not a very well thought out safety, that's for sure.
I think he was going for the bank. I don't think he was trying to play safe.
Well, look at the position on the 6.
Yeah, again, even if he makes the 5, what's he going to do? He's still struggling.
This is no gimme right here. With the 9 ball being where it's at, Earls might have to elect to draw 1 rail back out, or just get close on the.
Now look at that.
Look at
Right between all of those balls.
Wow, behind the 9, in front of the 8.
That's
perfect position and angle to get to the 7.
I was just going to say, that's knowledge. About Earl Strickland. How many balls do you think this guy's hit in his life?
Not many.
He's 53 years old. I was doing the math with somebody. We estimate he's hit 10 million balls in his life.
That's all? Well, he's just hit that one, and then now he takes a lead of 2-0 over Jonathan Smith.
See if I can scooch over and read some of the chat.
Earl the Pearl Strickland set the break here, leads 2-0. Man, he crashed him pretty good. The 3 ball found its way right into the corner pocket. The 1 dresses up and ready to go out.
Not much trouble here. A 4 ball maybe. I think it goes past the 9.
Just going to slide across. Earl took a quick look at the 4.
Oops. Further than he wanted to go. He's all right, though. I'll get right back in line. There you go. And I think we can chalk this one up, too. Perfect for the 9. And Earl's not wasting any time.
No, he's taking no prisoners right now. Leads this match 3-0. We're racing to 9.
Yeah, exactly. 5,000 balls a week. That's exactly how we did the math.
5,000 balls a week.
That's what, I was just talking. I don't know if it's true or not, but I'm just guessing that Earl probably hits 5,000 balls a week every week for as long as he's been playing pool. He's 50. He was in his early teens. I think that's what his bio said.
Right.
So it's 40 years, 5,000 balls a week. It's 10 million balls.
Yeah, well,
Of course, it's just a guess.
I would say you're pretty close. And you didn't figure out the tournaments that he played in. And
Well, all told, 5,000 balls a week. I mean, that's not unreasonable for a guy that practices and plays a lot.
yeah,
Who knows?
well, we all seen him practice for hours. You're right.
Maybe hit even more than 5,000 balls a week.
Elbow against the short rail. Cue ball finds its way right off the table. Boy, that was amazing in your match. Jeremy broke. The cue ball dances along the rail and finds its way right into the side pocket. We got that captured. Yeah, we got that recorded.
Yeah, you don't see that too often.
Definitely one of the highlights.
He gave me some opportunities. I just didn't capitalize on them.
Well, that's the way the balls roll, right? I know you played a got in my mind. It was like the 2-9 was down at one of the short end of the table, and you played position, wound up getting safe behind the 7 ball.
Well, I hit the 7 ball. The last rack, I hit the 7 ball trying to get. I looked at it and I thought the cue ball was going to take a different path. After the match, I lined up the 9 ball and I hit the same shot and I hit it right where I wanted it.
Right.
So something a little funky with the cue when I stroked it, and I thought the cue ball was going to take a different path. And I looked at it and I thought if I come up short, I got an option. If I got to come up long, I got an option. If I come up right in between, I'm golden. So I had a lot of options if I.
You thought that all out, right?
Yeah, and then I hit the 7. Boom. End of plan.
And then there was that one shot where you actually had to kick it to 1, and you kicked it to 1, and then they didn't get a rail, so you gave him ball in hand, and that was large.
That was
then
the
he
2.
wound up going
the 2 ball. I remember that.
Then he wound up getting a 4-9 combination.
I was trying to play the 2 in the side, and that's an amateur attempt. I should have just slammed it, because if I would have slammed it, it would have kissed off the 4 and went in the side. But I was trying to play it straight in the side, so I was trying to hit it with speed to make it in the side. Of course, I didn't kick it in the right place to make it in the side, because I'm not God. And that's the amateur mistakes that
we all make.
That we make.
Sure. Meanwhile, Jonathan, no amateur by far, should get this game under his belt.
And it's looking pretty good for him right now. I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to say he's out here.
Did you put the cat on him? No, the black cat's not around. It looks like John Smith will get out this one.
There you go.
All right. We got a match. Jonathan Smith waking up and saying, hey, Earl, I'm playing also. Rack 'em.
I tell you, lately Earl has been, what's the word? I guess behaving better is what I want to say. Earl, he likes to interact with the crowd, but it's
Right.
It's sometimes it's distracting to other players.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
And I think that
I don't think he means it on purpose.
Oh
though,
no. Earl's just trying to be Earl and be entertaining. He's not trying to shock anybody, but other people playing, and you're trying to concentrate. And
well, I had Herb come in here. He's an amateur, and he came in here and he says I played in a tournament. He went to an out, and he says, but how much better did it get for me? He says I was playing on a table right next to Earl Strickland. So Sometimes you're right. Sometimes it's a pleasure, and then other times it might not be. It might just shock you and throw you out of your game. But
Now look at this. Jonathan just returned the favor and scratched on the break.
when Earl is on his game, it's like watching one of your greatest feelings in a movie. I mean, the way he shoots.
Have you seen Earl not on his game? I mean, the guy is always on his game.
Yeah, well, I seen him not on his game and then get on the game real quick. He puts himself right back in gear, and sometimes himself in gear is by somebody lighting his fuse in the audience, and then you light his fuse and he will start steamrolling.
Well, I think that some of the tournament directors must have said something to him, because he's not as loud and boisterous as his reputation would have you think.
That's good. That's good too. Positive note. I happen to like Earl a lot.
Earl's a great guy. He's a great guy, but a lot of people don't appreciate the antics.
Right. And then that's their own opinion. That's the way they feel about it. And I'm sure there's quite a bit of people that might feel that way. But you have
I was just going to say, Earl is the type of guy you either love him or hate him. That's
right.
it.
But
You
when you
either
get
love
to
him or
know
hate
him personally.
Oh, he's a great guy. He'd give you the shit off his back.
Absolutely. And not only because his personality is really, really great.
He doesn't, I don't think he intentionally intends to be mean or anything like that.
No. When you've been around the world and won as many championships as Earl has, and then you have a young gun trying to be sassy at you, I'm sure within Earl's realm, between those 2 ears, he's saying to himself, boy, do I wish I was 22 years old again, right? How many champions he put under his belt.
Tell me one 50-year-old who doesn't say that.
Yeah, well, with that kind of talent, he still has the talent.
Yeah. Oh, no, the guy, he is always a force to deal with, always. In any tournament he plays in, with any field that he plays in, doesn't matter who. Earl is a force to be reckoned with. No doubt about it.
And he's a reckoning force right here in this match. I'm going to go out on a limb and say he's going to make this 9-ball.
Well, the rule of the tournament is you can't concede.
Correct.
So you have to shoot all the balls. So
unless it's like the last game like you did.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They can't penalize me another game.
That's right. Can it go into the next set?
No.
No.
I wouldn't have given it away then. I'd be starting off against Earl, 1-0. I mean,
Yeah, that's right. That's not good. Okay, 4-1. Earl Strickland in the lead.
I need 5 games on the wire as it is.
Yeah, he's a big force. Okay, let's sweat Earl breaking. Watch how his arm's right against the short rail. Oh, now he's changed it up. He had his elbow in the short rail before, like right underneath the cushion, locking it in. Now, I had Earl in the booth, and it's a shame it wasn't all recorded. I only recorded a partial bit of it and didn't notice that one of the programs have crashed. But Earl has been practicing on his cut break, and I uploaded it to YouTube, where I actually had Earl in the booth after the Q-Bar event.
Look at this. A rare miss.
And Earl was explaining his new cut break for 10-ball.
Mm-hmm. Well, a lot of players like the cut break in 9-ball. I don't play a lot of 10-ball, but I've seen most of the people break from the middle in 10-ball, closer to the middle of the table than on the sides. In this tournament, you have to break from the box in between the 2 diamonds on the rail, so you won't see anybody breaking from the side.
Well, what grabbed my attention was a couple of weeks prior to that, Earl said to me, he said, Al, he says, I could be real dangerous. Now, when Earl looks you in the eye and he says that, right away you're thinking about 15 million things, right? How is he going to be dangerous?
He already is dangerous.
That's what I told him. And you know what he said? He said, no. He said, if I start learning this 10-ball break, I'll be real dangerous. And he went and he started experimenting with the 10-ball break. I guess he started at Steinway, where he practices every day. And he was explaining his 10-ball break.
Mm-hmm.
And he won the tournament. He snapped off the cue bar.
Well, anybody who plays these games knows that, you know, if you have a powerful break, you drop a ball, you get sight, and you don't miss much, you're tough to beat.
True. And there's proof right there in front of you.
So if you can do the same thing in 10 ball, you know, break them wide open, make a ball, get sight, there's no reason why you can't run around. Pretty much as easy as 9 ball. Look at this.
Two
Look
balls
at
on the
this.
table, and it looks like Earl might have got himself hooked. Let's take a look at some of the overhead shots.
He's getting right down on it. Looks like he can see it. Yeah, came close to hiding himself, but you can see it.
Overran it. He's got to wait for George Rodriguez on the opposite table to finish his inning so he can get up and shoot this 9.
You know, speaking of the break, I guess it's common knowledge, unless I've been lied to, that Shane Van Boning, I'm told, Shane Van Boning practices his break sometimes 10 hours a day.
He
Just
used
the
to.
break.
Yeah, he used to. I don't think he practices that much anymore. He was on a Tar. It was one of the last Tar podcasts, and I believe Shane said he's not practicing as much as he used to.
I guess he perfected the break.
As Earl finds the corner pocket with the cue ball. Smith coming to the table with ball in hand. Folks, just a quick reminder, we will be uploading matches to the new YouTube channel, AZBT Vision. You can go over to YouTube and search out AZBT Vision. And when we upload a YouTube, you can subscribe to the channel, and when we upload a YouTube, you'll be notified that some more matches have been uploaded. As John Smith approaches the table with ball in hand. Wide open table. Like, well, it looks like we got something tied up down there.
I'm not sure what.
4 ball goes in the side. It's the 4 and the 8. The 4 ball's on top. So the 4 ball will go into the side, and that's what he's looking at right now.
Yeah, it looks like that's what he's looking at. You're right.
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah.
it doesn't go past the 8 to the corner.
This is key right here. The 4 ball is a winning shot.
Well, that's what he's going for, and it looks like he hit it good.
And he's on the right side to just follow up and accept the shot on the 5.
Yeah, he got right where he wanted to go.
Now, if he bumps the 6, you don't want to bump the 6 too hard and put it against the cushion.
Come back out. 6 don't go past the 8, I don't think. No. Again, it's a little tricky, but it's nothing he can't make.
Well, you can either play it in the same pocket or go below it and play it in the other corner. He's good. Perfect position to come right back out 2 rails into the center of the table and the 8 in the bottom, upper left-hand corner, right?
Yeah, he should be out here.
And the straight pool players, they should have the speed. Oh, it's an overcut.
But look at I think he might have got fortunate with the leave.
Well, Earl's in trouble. Earl's shooting over the 9. That's number 1. Number 2, trying to put this ball into the corner pocket or in the side is no gift.
He's just going to play it safe.
Played it good, too.
Look at this. They're going to pass the 9. Oh, my God.
How good did he hit it? I just want to know how good did the King Earl hit that?
Oh, my God. That's what are you going to do?
He played it.
Yeah.
He absolutely played it. Of course, he wanted the 7 down on the short rail, but he played it good.
That's why Earl's he plays it.
Jonathan Smith misses the 2-rail kick.
See, and you said a minute ago Earl was in trouble. He wasn't in trouble at all.
Well, you know, with that fortunate leave that Jonathan Smith left him with, it looked like
He
he
looked
was
like
in
he
trouble.
was in trouble, but he got it all under control. That's how you turn a losing situation into a winning situation.
6-1.
All right, let's see if you can keep the cue ball on the table this time. There you go. Well, he doesn't get a reward. No shot on the one.
Sorry, folks, I had to clear my throat. No reward, huh?
No reward.
Well, he can roll out.
Well, he's somewhere. You're not allowed to use jump sticks in this tournament.
Well, you can jump with your breaking cue or your playing cue, full cue.
Yeah, I didn't say jump shots weren't allowed. I just said you can't use a jump stick. Now look at this. Earl pushed into a spot where he still hasn't got sight, and I think he's got even a tougher kick.
The thing about this kick, if it hits the bottom of the cue ball back in the same direction where it is now.
Sending one ball up behind the 9 or something.
Something like this. See?
Yep. And even if Jonathan could see the one, it's tied up with the 4.
Well, John ball at least move it. I can see Earl playing the safe carom. Okay, if Earl gets ball in hand here, he will play the safe carom, playing the 1 against the rail and the cue ball into the 9. Smith's got to come with it. Now, whether this Mike Zugland was called to watch the hit, I don't know, but we're going to watch it. Good hit.
Yeah, I think it was a good hit.
And look at the cue ball. Boy, Earl's going to have a conniption with this. Right on the money, Earl said. Not only he can't jump it because he's pocket safe.
Is he?
Yeah, he's pocket safe, man. He's in the drawers.
Oh, look at this. He's not in jail. He's in jail.
How about this? Oh, what an amazing attempt. Wow.
What is that ball? What's that ball in front of the?
Which one?
Is that the 7 or the 4 up there by the 9?
7 ball.
That's the 7. Okay.
Yeah, maroon one. The 4-3 are down here at the bottom of your monitor. What a Massey shot that was. And almost scored.
Well, it's just an amazing player. Jonathan just has to negotiate getting down for a decent shot on the 5. I think whether he knocks the 9 out of the way with it or not really doesn't much matter. Uh-oh. Where's he going here? Okay.
Well, it looks like we're playing a 7-ball, huh?
7-9 combo looks like.
Absolutely.
Yep. And I think Jonathan's going to put another one up on his side of the board.
Absolutely. I would have to agree. Okay, Jonathan Smith answering back in game 8. Still trails by 4 games. We're racing to 9, though. This is long from over. We're going to by both players. And if you are just signing on to the stream, we'd like to welcome you to the Mike Zuglin, Josh, Northeast 9-ball tour. I should let Eric say that. We're coming to you live from Raxx Pool and Sports Bar and Grill in West Hempstead, New York. I'm Upstate Al. I'm sitting in the booth alongside the one and only, the legendary critic, Eric Grossman. All right, we're back to the action. John Smith.
Just to correct Al, it's the Joss Tour.
Joss Tour.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's Jason Shore, not Jersey Shore.
Well, I like the Jersey Shore. Jason, you know, I actually sent Jason a tournament coming here, but he's been kind of busy lately in Connecticut.
We love to tease you, Al.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I thrive on stuff like that. I stay awake all night thinking about it. Trust me. And please, folks, keep this on your calendar.
Yeah, any of you people out there in Streamland, if you have some ambition to knock the balls around with some of the best in the Northeast, come on down to New York on Memorial Day weekend. But you better call Tony Robles and make sure you can get a spot in that tournament. It's filling up fast.
Yes, yes.
The limit is 192.
Yeah.
And it's filling up fast.
Yes. So get in touch with Tony before he gets back from Paris or Italy, or I don't know where he is right now, but I know they're on the road.
It's a 3-day tournament. Goes Saturday, Sunday, and Memorial Day Monday. And if they got 192 players, they're going to need all 3 days. It's a double elimination.
Yes. It's going to be a huge event. In fact, next weekend, AZB TV and NYC Grind move into Lyndhurst, I believe it is, to Mr. Q.
Yes, that's the Miz Tour, the New York State 10-ball championship.
Lindenhurst, yeah. Mr. Q. You can check out MrQ.com. Scott Murphy, who actually participated in this tournament. You know, I didn't think he was here. You were telling me about his tardiness, right? So all of a sudden I see Scott walk in, about an hour ago or an hour and a half ago.
No, he walked in.
I said, gee whiz. I said, you know what, Eric's right. You're real tardy. I said, you're really late. He said, what are you talking about? I said, well, I thought you were going to play. You told me you were going to play because we were talking to each other. You told me you were going to play in the Josh. He said, I did. I said, get out of Dodge. He said, I did. I looked at the chart, and he did play in the event, but he happened to come in the last second just before the start.
He was probably out having a smoke.
So Scott Murphy is here, the owner of Mr. Q, and that's where the New York State 10-ball championships will take place next weekend.
That's a Mez event, open, no handicaps.
Now, do you think Miko will be around for that one?
I really don't have any idea who is going to.
Well, I know I already have, off the top of my head, 6 or 7 professional open players that are going to be there that are confirmed.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
You know, that's great. I mean, that'll be great for Scott, you know, to get a nice turnout there. That was Earl that missed that ball. Wow.
Yeah. Well, he's human.
Yeah, you gotta pay attention because you don't see it often.
This is correct.
And I think Jonathan's got this one tied up too. So,
like I said, we got plenty of pool here. Yep. Jonathan Smith, the house pro at Society Billiards, Manhattan. Scoring again.
He's not out of it yet.
6-3. Well, we had Meeker at the Cuba. Remember a couple of weeks ago?
I wasn't there for that one. I played in the amateur event on Saturday, and I didn't come in the money, so I didn't come back on Sunday.
Oh, okay. All right. We did have Mika there.
In fact, I wound up 1 win short of cashing.
Well, I've been seeing your picture and hearing about your name quite often in those tournaments. The Tri-State, I think it is. Or
I'm not in the Tri-State at all yet. I just haven't.
It's the Predator. Is that what I see your name?
Yeah. I've been playing in a lot of the Predator events. I haven't had the chance yet to, or the opportunity yet to play in a Tri-State. It just hasn't worked out for my schedule.
Okay.
Not that I wouldn't. I mean,
no, I know I've been reading your
Tri-State's
name a lot,
too.
and I think I've been reading your name a lot on nycgrind.com, who happens to be a co-producer of this live stream. And they post a lot of information about pool in the metro area and abroad. And,
well, they post the results of all of these tournaments.
Yeah. Working really hard behind the scenes.
And the only reason you've been hearing my name is because I cashed in a couple of events.
Well,
actually, I took a first and a second recently. So, but again, that's the ABCD. That's where I belong.
Boy, you can't emphasize that enough. You just want to stay there forever, don't you?
I don't want people asking me for a lot of weight. I'm not that good.
Waka says he's going to PM Upstate Al in the chat. PM me a new song to play during the Ginky Memorial Tournament commercial. We're sorry, folks, if we're not answering any questions in the chat. We're not ignoring you. It's just that we have a match in front of us, and we're just trying to.
Don't listen
world
to
champion.
Al. He is ignoring you. He hasn't looked at the chat once.
No, I just did. I absolutely just did. But, you know, we have a world champion here, you know. And,
now, what's better than internet streaming these events? You get a chat. You don't get a chat on your TV set.
Actually, I do, but.
Really?
Yeah, I have the, well.
Oh, I'm talking about regular, you know,
is that
broadcast
Eric's food?
TV. Look at this kick.
Eric, did you order anything?
No, not me. I guess that's for you, Al. You're eating again? Oh, my
no,
God,
no.
This guy can eat.
No. Thank you, darling, but who ordered that?
I don't know. She just
Oh, okay. All right, that must have been my son. Excuse me?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I have a lot of stock in.
Should I leave one or he's okay?
Oh, yes, one is fine. Thank you. Sorry, folks.
Al's getting brunch.
No.
Is this brunch?
I didn't order anything.
Dinner, breakfast, lunch combination? Let's see.
Nah, it's
Oh, no,
like-
it's dinner time, so I guess this is dinner.
It's my growing son ordering food for
Yep.
children, actually, chicken fingers or whatever it is. So.
I make good food here at Raxx. I've been telling everybody, try the burgers. The burgers
Really?
here are awesome.
Are
Yeah,
they?
they got to make a great burger here. If you're into hamburgers, they make a good burger here.
I didn't feel like eating much the other night, and I was at Steinway. I had not, you know, you can have the Greek salad, like the service platter for a family.
They make great food there, too.
Yeah, absolutely. I asked Anna for just a small plate, small plate of salad. Oh, it was unbelievable.
They don't want you going anywhere for anything. They got everything for you right here. They got alcohol, soda, food, pool. You don't have to go nowhere for nothing else. That's
Right.
it. Friendly service, nice waitresses. A huge bar they got here.
Great.
Stanley's
great
got a big
atmosphere.
bar too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Great rooms. Absolutely.
Yeah.
The rooms that I've been in recently, I've been plenty of rooms anyway through my lifetime, but some of the rooms that I went into that I haven't been in before really turn out nice. New rooms that are open and stuff. Really nice rooms. Of course, I was in Steinway many years ago, where there was
Really?
other owners of it. I don't know if you remember back then.
I lived in the city. Let me see now. 88 to 93. No, 93 to 98. I lived in the city.
Yeah, this was before that.
And I used to go to the pool rooms in Queens and Manhattan back then. But other than that, I've always been a Long Island boy and always played, and frequented the Long Island rooms. So I only got a few years of a taste of the city rooms, but I enjoyed it in the city when I lived there.
The Chelsea's.
I lived in Forest Hills, so it was right up the road from Golden Q.
Right.
That was the place to be back then.
Oh, absolutely.
Now,
Golden Q.
Steinway's the place to be.
Yeah, Golden Q and West End Billiards was the place to be.
West
back
End in
days.
Jersey.
Those were the two rooms back then.
Yeah, and Casey's in Deer Park before that closed. That tournament room that he had back there. Everybody came from all around to play there. He had
Jonathan
that
trying to 9 there.
weekly Monday night tournament where first prize was easily $3,000, easily.
Right.
With the Calcutta, easily. A lot of fun times back then.
Earl coming with it. Played a 6-9 carom. That's what it looks like Earl's lining up to do here.
Yeah, I think you're right. He can't cut the 6 in, so he's definitely playing the carom. Yep.
Okay, Earl Strickland keeps climbing along and now leads this match 7-3. Don't blink as Earl's going to prepare to break here. We want to thank Lacassi Hybrid Cues, AZ Billiards, Tap League, Kings of Vapor, of course Simonis and Aramis Balls, and just to flash some of Mike Zuglin's sponsors as Earl is getting set to break. We got to get back to the live action.
I don't really see any trouble here.
The only trouble I see is trouble for Jonathan as I see Earl going to approach the hill, but he doesn't like this position he's in. And let's take a really good look at why.
He made the 3-ball difficult, but it's not unmakeable for Earl. Bam, there you go. Sayonara. He is so smooth. Makes it look easy.
Playing it with inside stuff, keeping the cue ball on the right side of the table.
Those are the shots I have problems with. Putting inside English or
And
even outside English I sometimes have problems with. But inside English, I used to be better at it. Look at this. Bing,
like
bing,
a
bing.
walk in the park.
Yep.
Earl Strickland now on the hill.
Did anybody time that, Rack? How long did it take? 30 seconds?
About 22 seconds. 22 seconds and it was over. All right, getting back to Mike Zuglin and Mike Zuglin's sponsors. Josh Cues, Dan Hydrick Cues, OB Cues, AZ Billiards, Simonis, Tiger Products, QZ, Q Sharks, Sarah Cues, Billiards Press. On the break, I hear the rack being put away in the table, so I guess Earl's just about ready to break. He is on the hill here, folks. We're looking at a score right now of 8-3. This is a B-side match, a loser side match on the.
Mike DeShane beat Earl.
Yeah, so the loser of this will be
13th
sent packing.
16th, yes.
And the winner will continue to climb.
Yeah, over me.
I'm playing my co-pilot right now and co-commentator Eric Grossman next. What'll be next? You're not going to play on this table, are you?
I have no idea. Whatever Mike Zuglin says.
Well, okay, I hear you. I hear you. Well, no,
I don't care. It doesn't bother me.
well, as long as it doesn't bother you. Okay, I understand. So, Mike, we might see Earl up here again. Because what's on my mind was Mike DeShane didn't want to play Earl because Earl played on the table the first match, and then Mike had to play him next. So Mike didn't want to play him on the same table.
Really?
Well, I think it's feasible because you didn't have any experience on the table yet. It's out when you were up there, so
Yeah,
you should have no problem. You should. Boy, oh boy, payback, huh?
Yeah,
We're
my
having fun.
lights were out. You're right.
All joking aside, no, what I mean is you have a little season towards the table.
Look, when you get to this level, playing from one table to the other, please give
There
me a
you
break.
go.
It don't
Pat
mean-
yourself on the back.
it
I
don't
like
mean
that.
s-
I like that.
Don't mean Squagola. Really.
Earl
mean,
Strickland defeats and knocks Jonathan Smith out of the box
all the tables here play similar enough that it doesn't really much matter which one you play on.
by a score of 9-3. We're going to thank Eric Grossman for sitting in and commentating that match with me.
My pleasure, Al.
And we're going
Great
to
to
end
be
this
here.
recording right here, but we'll be right back with another match as soon as we can. Thank you, Eric.